All right, so welcome back, you people. All right, so yes, there is SAS, and it is not the other one. It's angle side side. Okay, don't be an angle side side. All right, okay. So right here, side angle side. You guys have done this before. Where's the angle have to be located at?
Middle.
In between.
Yeah.
In between the two sides. It's got to be touching both those. Okay, we're going to go back more into this here in a minute when we start drawing it. So right here, for it to be angle, side angle, the side has to be in between the two angles touching both. Okay, and next one is side, side, side. All right, it's going to make all sense when I actually go through and do it a little bit better. Oblique triangles. Okay, a triangle that is not a right triangle. Measure 3 sides, 3 angles. A triangle can be found at least one side. Any other 2 measures are known. So, you have to at least know one side. Okay, so, one side, 2 angles. Okay, all this stuff, you guys could read through it. Anyway, I'll explain it more. You guys will understand it when I start drawing it. Okay, law of sines. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Obtuse, not obtuse. All right, you know what? Like I said. It really doesn't apply at all until we actually do one. Okay, this thing right here. Here is the page that you're going to circle, highlight, draw little hearts around, and all that good stuff. Okay, now who needed a pencil? Would a pen work? Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so let's go through. Okay, now all these are all set up as ratios. Okay, they're always set up as ratios where the little letters are the sides and the capital letters are my angles. Okay, when I set up my triangle, my capital, which would be capital A, would refer to the angle. Little a is the side that is across from that angle. So if I were to draw a triangle, so let's call it A, B, and C, little a would be between which ones?
B and C.
B and C, very good. So this is one of the bigger, fundamental things that has to understand to be able to do this. So where's little c?
In between A and B.
A and B, very good. And little b?
A and B.
There you go. So this is fundamental that you got to know where these things go. It's very important. All right, solve the triangle. Okay, ABC, if capital A is that, capital B is that, and little a is that. Okay, first, solve for C. How can I solve for big C?
Pythagorean theorem.
I don't need Pythagorean theorem. All triangles add up to what?
Oh, 180.
180, very good. So all triangles right here will add up to 180. So, is it working yet? No, not yet. Anyway, all right, so A, B, and C. So I know that A, B, and C together have to add up to 180. So when I do it, it's going to be 180 minus 32 minus 81.8.
66.
Very good. So 180. Minus 32 minus 81.8, which was, what did you say?
66.2.
0.2? Okay. So that one's going to be C. Okay, so now I know all the angles. So if I'm solving for it, that was a very important step. So now that I have that, let's set up what I have. So I'm going to set up all my law of sine and law of cosine. So I know that I have big A and little a, don't I? Okay, that's going to help me out. So that's going to be 42.9 over sine of 32 degrees equals.
Can we just put it in our calculator?
No,
No?
not yet. Because all these are going to be as cross products. The papers are over there. So all these are going to be cross products. So that's A and little a, right?
Yep.
Okay, now B and little b. So it would be little b, because that's an unknown, over sine of 81.8 equals. Now my last one's going to be C, right? So let me erase this right here. So it's going to be C over sine of 66.2. Okay, did I lose anyone right now? Anyone have questions? Yeah, I'm just putting them together. And so right now, I have everything I need to solve it.
And the degrees is always going to be on the bottom?
Yeah, all these are going to be on the bottom. So some reference sheets actually have them all flipped over. You have your angles on top. So it'd be sine 32 over 42.9. But they're all ratios, okay? As long as we have them all formatted the same way, it's going to work out. So now what we're going to do is, since we know one pair, if you notice, I know all of A's, right? So I know one pair. I could solve one of these other ones using cross products. So I'm going to start by solving B. So if I solve for B, I'm going to set it up as a cross product. So it's going to be 42.9 over sine 32 is equal to B over sine of 81.8. Now, doing the cross products, here we go. Doing the cross products, I multiply this way, right? So it's going to be 42.9 times the sine of 81.8 is equal to B times the sine of 32, right there. So that's cross products. We did this back in geometry. So you multiply crosswise. So I multiply this way, I multiply this way here, and I multiply this way here. Okay? And the equal sign just comes down in between them. Now, we're trying to solve for B, right? Bless you. We're trying to solve for B. Yes? Okay, so right over here on this side, this is multiplication. So what would I do to undo a multiplication? Divide. Very good. I'm going to divide both sides by sine 32. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so over here on this side, this cancels. So therefore, I get B by itself. And once you get B by itself, what could I do? Put it in the calculator, right? Okay, so at this point is where I can put it in the calculator. Now, if you notice something right here, what mode does my calculator have to be in? Degrees. Very good, because all my angles in the triangle are measured in degrees. Yes? Okay, so everyone should have a calculator, even if you walked in late. Go ahead, grab it. So you guys have that written down, hopefully?
I can't see nothing.
Alright, so let's see. No, I'm just doing my scratch pad right now. So control, divide. So is it 40.9? So over sine.
What?
Wait, I'm sorry. You're right. Times what?
Sine of 81.8.
81.8 degrees.
Divided by sine of 32.
There we go. Sine 32 degrees. There we go. Hit enter. And I should get 80.1. So you're going to round to a tenth. So 80.1. So B, so little b,
Do you have to set it up like this, or is there other ways to like?
it's only cross products. Law of sine is always cross products. There's a law of cosine, which is, a pain. It's a little bit harder, or some people find it easier, but this is just algebra right here. So we're just setting it up, cross products, which is algebra. Okay, so that's going to be little b. Now, for little c, I'm going to go to the next page so you guys can see it. So I still have to set it up, right? So little c, so it would be, let's see, 42.9 over sine of 32 is equal to, how would I set up the other part? Little c.
Over sine of,
What did we say c was? There we go, 66.2 degrees, right? There we go. So now once we have that, it's over here. They're over there. So now that I have that set up, now I can do my cross products now, right? So cross products, multiply my cross products, so I get 42.9 times the sine of 66.2 is equal to c times the sine of 32.
Divide by sine.
Very good. We're trying to get c by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by sine 32. Now I can plug that in the calculator. Alright, control, divide. So it was 42.9 times sine of, was it 66.2?
Yeah.
Okay. Close over sine 32?
yeah.
Okay, very good. Sine 32 degrees. So we get 74.1. So right here, so little c okay, what did we say little b was?
Little b was 80.1.
And little a?
Little
42.9. Now,
Shouldn't those all be in centimeters?
yeah.
yeah, they're going to be. Now, there's one thing I want to actually identify here to verify it is all correct.
I don't see it.
No. These are the sides. They're the sides. They're not the angles. Angles add up to 180, but the sides do something special. So the largest side goes with the largest angle. So the largest angle here was what?
81.
Was 81, so that's B, right?
Yeah.
So which one has to be the largest side?
Little b.
Little b, very good. Okay, so that is the largest side. So the largest angle always goes with the largest side. Okay, the smallest angle goes with the smallest side. That would be my A and little a, right? Does that make sense? Okay, that's one thing. So like the larger the angle is, the longer it is to actually connect those points. Helpful? Okay, you make sure when you're actually doing this, you double check this thing right here, because sometimes you will have, it is, oh man, I forgot the word for it already. I'll figure it later. Anyway, you're not going to have it right now, but eventually you're going to get some problems that are actually kind of weird, where they don't actually line up correctly. So anyway, so there's example 1. Okay, so let's take a look. I don't know. Does your homework only cover example 1?
Yep.
Yeah.
Only example 1? Okay.
Done?
Yep.
Yay.
We're it for today. So let's see. Don't forget, like and subscribe, right?